Norway, a land where mountains rise straight from the sea, where snow still grips the high passes as spring begins to fight its way north. We're driving all the way to the North Cape, the last drivable point in Europe. Snow-covered passes, ferries across deep fjords, storms, rain, and tunnels that cut through entire mountains. We cross the Arctic Circle, chase the midnight sun, surf the frozen waters, test our 4x4 camper setup. Every day, new challenges, every turn, new surprises. Let's push deeper into the wild north, where reindeer own the roads and winter never really ends. This is Norway. We are Nick and Mathilde, and we've left everything behind to travel the 7 continents with our Land Rover Defender, the Albatross.
Europe, North America, South America, Antarctica, Australia, Asia, and Africa. A world tour for real. We want to see it all.
This is a Norway special.
This is the next Meridian expedition. Our journey begins in the extreme south of Norway, where the mountains touch the sea. It is just the beginning of the spring. Mountain passes are still covered in snow. Lakes are frozen. It makes us wonder, did we pick the right time to start this expedition through Norway? We're about to drive all the way to the North Cape, the northernmost drivable point in Europe. Through the Fjordlands, past the Arctic Circle, all the way to Lofoten Islands, and finally to the Cape itself. It's too late to second guess ourselves now. We're here at the southern tip of the country and the sun is shining, or at least it was, until we made our way into the fjords. That's why May is considered the shoulder season. One moment we're baking in the sun, the next we're drenched in the rain. But we don't give up, we persevere. Somewhere behind those clouds, Norway's best is waiting. Welcome to Preikestolen, surely one of the most famous sites of the country, standing 600 meters above the fjord.
Last stretches of the hike to Preikestolen. It's a very rocky. It looks a bit like a set from Interstellar, if you know the movie. So I can't wait to see the fjord down there. So we just had the time to have a quick little picnic and the rain started. So now we don't want to be all wet, so we are going to run our way to the car. Now we empty the bags and then we go to the next fjord for the next hike.
One that goes 12 or 15 and the other one 15 minutes longer. One goes towards the land and has a bit of lakes, fjords, but I think the blue road will be much nicer It was next to the fjords almost the whole time. Alright? So let's take the blue.
Yeah. We thought the weather was bad. It's getting worse. That is what we call a breakfast with a view and a compressor. So Fjords, on top of being very, very pretty, is also known for its apple trees, and we're very lucky because it's actually the blooming season right now. Geiranger National Park. Now we are climbing up to a big rocky plateau at the top of the national park, and along the way there's I was about to say there's tons of waterfalls, but it's kind of a one continuous waterfall. We're literally sharing the walking trail, the hiking trail with the water.
Alright, so you may have noticed most of the filming is done by Mathilde because she holds a GoPro, I mean, most of the time. So I'm putting myself in the video. Hey guys.
In the valleys, apple trees are blooming, but Norway is all about the mountains, and they are still covered in snow. To get anywhere, you must cross epic mountain passes that close every winter. Good news, they've just reopened. But up there, it is still winter.
The roads here are so insane. We keep changing landscape. Like we went from the snow to the forest to the fjords to the flatlands, and now look at this. We're going back to the fjords up to the snow. And with this crazy uphill, we're at max speed at 35 kilometers per hour. Hard to go. And that's second gear.
The fall is coming, I can feel it. The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin. Tonight the whiskey feels stronger. Gasoline on hidden desires.
Back down in the valley, we meet with Jacopo and Georgia, who are also traveling through Norway with their Defender, the occasion for us to compare setups. They come from the north where we're heading and warn us against the weather.
Starting a fire here with Jacopo, the first overlanders. The first overlanders we meet with a Defender from Italy, by the way. So that's pretty funny. And this is the Defender. And so the view over a lake.
Consider that like.
He called it once, but he lost it 3 times.
When it's raining outside,
is full and aching strong.
It's like a camper.
So
In Iceland, we're like, okay, what can we?
another glow on the fire.
Hello, good morning. So, we just had a little breakfast with Jacopo and Georgia. We slept in this beautiful place. It was a bit harder to see last night, but look at it here.
The price of the bed in Italy was euro and so it's the lowest price.
I via Kudri ci sono 235, vediamo un po'.
No, All Terrain 35, 85, 16, no?
Esatto, non mi ricordo mai, però sono quelli standard. Per adesso vanno bene, forse prendei 2,60.
Hi everybody, I'm Jacopo
I'm Georgia.
and this is our Defender. We are coming from Italy.
And we are on a trip in Norway.
So
And where are you from?
we're coming from Vicenza on the north of Italy. So we drive around Germany, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, and now
We are going back home.
And the Defender has a name or not?
yeah, Alaska.
Alaska, cool. Why?
Because I like the Alaska,
Cold places. We like cold places.
the cold places.
Italians who love cold places.
Not
Yeah.
all Italian, I think so.
Yeah, it's weird. But
And one day Alaska will go to Alaska?
One day.
yeah.
One day? So we left the fjord for the coast. It's just a little bit windy. Nothing too bad. Yeah, just a very little bit of wind. The wind was one thing. Trouble really started when the rain intensified. Just woke up and it was raining all day. There was a lot of wind that was hitting the car on that side. And we discovered this morning that all this side is covered with water and it's leaking everywhere. We didn't have that in Iceland. We had done the trip in Iceland also to test some of the material in rainy and cold conditions, and it was fine. I mean, we had a tiny bit of water in some parts, but that was it. But now I'm going to show you. It's really bad. So here you can see there's some drops all along the tent. Look at this part. This is completely wet, and that's the front also leaking pretty bad. And what we discovered is that there's literally a pond here in the junction between the car and the roof tent. Look, if I could raise goldfish in there. Insane. And the best for the last is that look at the mattress. So look, the mattress is just like a sponge, like this whole area is all wet. I think it like got some water from here and then like soaked it, and now the mattress is completely wet. Oh, it's terrible.
That's all from everything that's here.
It's even more worrying that it's not raining so much right now. I mean, you can see the lake, it's like super small drops. So it's really just the wind that is pushing the water on this side. But honestly, it's barely any rain right now.
We found some solutions. We asked online on Instagram. A lot of people came back to us saying that the waterproofing spray was what worked the best. We tried to go to the biggest hardware store and we found this one. So I don't know the brand, but the guy said that it was a good brand and that for sure it will work. So we got 2 of these bottles because we want to do it from outside, but we might also want to do it from inside just because what we saw, there was a lot of water coming in. So anyways, before we do this, we need to really dry the tent.
While it was raining, we stopped in a cafe to work a bit with the Wi-Fi, and we put the wet bath to like full steam in the car. So the mattress is almost dry, which is a good news. Maybe not in the inside entirely, but the rest is perfect. And the inside, the top inside of the tent as well. It's just because we had the roof closed and like this part is still a bit humid, but it's probably going to dry now. And we're going to enjoy a bit more dry weather because now we have no rain for 2 or 3 hours, so we're going to take that time to do a bit of the cleaning and spray the waterproofing product we bought this morning. That's how we do some work on the road. And we will sleep in one of those little cabins so that we don't die from the waterproofing product that is already giving us headache. So yeah, I mean, it's more expensive than any of the nights that we've done so far, but we didn't pay any nights yet, so I mean, that's fair. Beautiful sunset while Ibo is drying. We are drying as well.
Our tent is waterproof, or at least we hope so. We continue our way through the fjords.
Albo is on the boat. We just said hi to the captain and we're sailing off to Geiranger.
The next fjord, like many, has no road at all. The only way across is by ferry. Geiranger is famously dramatic and stressful. Above the fjord stands a mountain with a 30-meter crack that grows a little more every year. One day, a huge section of the mountain is expected to collapse into the fjord, triggering a tsunami up to 80 meters high, which could destroy the area in seconds. As a result, Aknefsfjallet is one of the most closely monitored mountains in the world.
Hello, I am the captain and my name is Geir. I am from Norway. My name is Geir, the same as this Geiranger fjord. It's the same.
Amazing.
Amazing.
And what is the name of this boat?
Overland.
Overland. Nice to meet you. Have a good day.
Thank you for bringing us to Geiranger.
Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.
0 degrees in Geiranger, and they're saying it should be snowing, but clearly it's not. But I think we're going to go through a mountain pass right now and it might be snowing. going now?
We're at the Preikestolen vatnet.
And where are we going?
Oh, we're going to Vevang, which is at the coast.
Yeah, you know, it's this very famous road that goes over 8 bridges, and that is in, I think, the last James Bond movie. So let's go check it out. So officially bivouac spot is here, and we have a little table there, and we have the sunset here. Everything is planned, everything works fine. We keep it.
We were about to conclude our stay in this region of Norway. It was time to seriously start thinking about heading north.
So we arrived in Norway through here, and then we did a loop in the south, and then we hanged around the fjords here. And now we are going to take a shortcut to go all the way north, but I don't think anyone realized how long Norway is. So basically Norway goes from here to all the way up here. And so now we're going to do all this road until a town called Boda, here, or Bode, so that we can take a ferry and take the next leg of the trip to the Lofoten Islands. But the next 2 days will be just a lot of driving north.
When we set off on this long drive north, we thought it was going to be uneventful. A shortcut, the boring way to get north faster. We couldn't have been more wrong. Maybe we were biased, maybe our expectations were too low, but the farther north we drove, the shorter the nights became. The snow piled higher, and we saw fewer and fewer people. It felt like entering a new world, a world still locked in winter. This was the real north, and with it came the reindeers.
I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked, cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just so by my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. I'm foreigner in this world, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted that the door's been open. I knew I was different, I knew I was chosen. A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 5950 and there's no cap. Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the They done baptized the bad guy. Still don't follow religion. The Ferries not average. The cotton's Egyptian. 500 for the shoes.
made it to the polar circle.
And just 2 minutes later, there's officially no more trees.
It's so bright to the eyes. It's actually really bright right now with the snow and being all white. It's actually hard to see.
Yeah, it was like this.
Squinting.
It was squinting. The Arctic Circle. From here, less and less trees. And in May, there's almost 24 hours daylight. But in Norway, the Arctic Circle is far from the end of the road. Descending from the mountains, we find towns again. Real sizable towns.
Where are we going to Zoom?
We are going to the Lofoten.
The Lofoten Islands are the most unique archipelago at this latitude. Located above the Arctic Circle, they still are fairly warm for their location. The word Lofoten comes from Old Norse and means lynx paw, a reference to the shape of one of the islands. We didn't know it yet, but our Norwegian adventure was about to take a completely new and mind-blowing turn.
Good morning. It is the first morning on the Lofoten. We are going to start hiking our first mountain. It's called, I think it's called Menaku, but I'm gonna say that again as soon as we check it. And it's a 4 hours and a half hike. I think we can do it a bit faster. But Monkebu? Okay. And it is the tip of the Lofoten almost. And if you look in front of us, I'm guessing we're walking somewhere up there, but it's actually 2.5 Celsius right now, so it's actually really cold. So apparently we have to walk up this way, and we have to be careful because if you see here, there's actually a little pond, and if we walk through these things, then splash into the water, and that will not be fun. So I guess we're gonna try and stick as much as possible on the rocks. And yeah, find our way to the top since the path is all covered. Got a little present hiding under all these different layers. Little Snickers. It was frozen up there, and yeah, now it's a little softer, so we're gonna enjoy a little Snickers. Alright, today we were hiking up this mountain, and on the way down we noticed the two couple here from France. You can look at their license plate, they're French from Brittany.
At this time of year, travelers are rare in the Lofoten. We meet Juliette and Xavier, we become friends quickly and decide to camp together, sharing and cooking dinner in their cozy van.
Des choses qu'on faisait régulièrement dans le camion. Ouais.
It's currently 1 a.m. in the Lofoten, and we had a very fun night with Xavier and Juliette. So this is our camping, and now we're going to go to bed because it's very late, but it's amazing how light the day is still.
Inside it looks like it's what, 6 or 7 p.m. and it's kind of hard for us to sleep without these, so we have to put the shades on so they sort of just stick to the window. And voila! Then I turn off the lights. Hold on. These lights are off, then we have these little LED lights, but see, it's full dark, so much better.
We wake up to pouring rain again. Nothing we can do about it. Luckily, it's Norway's National Day, and even the smallest village organizes parades.
Today is the 17th of May and we are here for National Day with all of the Norwegians inside this big place where they're celebrating with different foods and musics and whatnot. They have tons of flags, and so we're going to just enjoy this moment. And we were invited by this guy right here who works in the army, and he invited us to his table with his grandkids and family.
It is 4 p.m. and we're only starting our hike of the day now. It was raining this morning, so we didn't feel like doing anything because we couldn't see anything anyways. And now there's blue sky and it's amazing because the days are so long here. We will be able to do a 5-hour hike and come back at 9 p.m. without being worried of the sunlight disappearing. So that's the good side of traveling in the Lofoten at this time of the year.
This place is magical. Honestly, so far we've seen a lot of nice places. Hard to compare, but I'm sorry, but for now, this one, definitely my favorite. Mathilde, is it your favorite too?
Yeah, definitely.
And for her as well. So far, after exactly 1 month on the road, which today is the 18th of May, and it's exactly a month since we left, and so far here at Ryten mountain peak, place is so pretty. You guys ever go to Norway? Anybody watching this video, come to what was it called again?
Ryten.
Ryten, actually it was.
Yeah, but it's written Ryten, but okay. The Y in Norwegian is pronounced between the I and the U, so it's Ryten.
Okay, so if you guys ever come to Norway, to the Lofoten, so far this is our favorite and we will definitely recommend this to anyone, but do go on a sunny day, because otherwise if you don't get to see this view, then it's still good, but I mean, wow. think we may have just found our best camping spot so far. Look at this, sunset, mountains, snow mountains, and just tons of sun on us. I'm gonna turn it around and show you guys. We parked it so that we have the back of the vehicle towards the sunset, and that's all we will be seeing. And tomorrow Mathilde will go surfing on that beach. Me, I'll decide tomorrow, but I doubt it. Don't really like cold water. And wow, look at this. It's just fantastic. We definitely saved this spot as our favorite so far during this trip. And I mean, oh man. Let us know what you think. This is crazy. So while Mathilde is off surfing, I'm just here chilling on the beach, and it is a super nice day. And look all around me, great mountains. It's 8 degrees right now, but with the sun it's okay to wear a small jumper like I'm doing. And yeah, I don't know how Mathilde's doing it, but I think the water's super cold. I was touching it earlier and yeah, I can't handle it. But anyways, good for her. If it was full of snow here, I might have joined just for the experience. But just imagine all these mountains full of snow. And you surfing between it through the waves. I mean, that would be a crazy experience.
Guys of the surf shop just gave us like super thick wetsuit for the surfing, some gloves and some boots. So we're going to try to make that working. Took me half an hour to get this suit on, especially the shoes. It was so hard. But I'm in. We just visited the surf shop in the Lofoten, and we had a morning of surf, and they're very friendly with Overlanders, so they welcome anyone who's traveling around. Warm shower.
This is the place.
As if the day wasn't eventful enough, we came up for yet another idea to take advantage of the sun.
So that is completely improvised, but we're off for a little expedition. We met again with Xavier and Juliette, our Frenchy friends, to do some barbecue evening, like a burger night. And we're going to sleep in a cabin up in this mountain. It seems to be like open cabins where like anyone can go and sleep, and it's someone on Instagram that contacted us saying, hey, you guys interested in some free cabins? And he gave us the GPS coordinates of it. So yeah, we offered the two Frenchies to come with us, and that was decided all last minute this afternoon, and we just packed the bag and now we're on our way to the cabin. I think it's about 30-40 minutes walk, and we grabbed everything to do some burgers and some warm bananas with chocolates for dessert, and we have a bottle of wine, so it should be really fun.
We set out to find the remote cabin, with no guarantee we'd even find it. Snow was still covering the tracks, and all we had were GPS coordinates, and a lot of motivation navigating through the snow, hoping not to fall into a stream.
Made it to the lake and it's completely iced, and there's a sunset, and our little cabin is this little thing. It's beautiful and it's right next to the lake. Right, okay. Do not cut down the bushes around the cabin. So déjà faut lever. Parce que c'est la sécurité. Il n'y a personne. Elle est super cute.
C'est vide.
Et c'est trop mignon à l'intérieur, tu vois. Ouais. We made it to the free cabin and it's way more amazing than what we thought.
Ah, c'est amazing, look at this. C'est parti.
Oh. Là j'ai inventé le feu, les gars.
Quand tu l'auras allumé avec, tu seras hyper fier. Mais ce sera peut-être dans longtemps.
J'ai toute la night, les gars. Je sais pas vous. Moi je veux le timelapse. Allez, allez les gars, pour le Graal. Cheers.
Santé les gars.
Nick.
Santé, cheers.
À la pierre un peu. À Mathilde. À moi. Je sais pas trop. It's officially 1 a.m. and the sun is rising again over there. So we're going to have dessert and play cards now in the house because we're cold, but it's really nice.
Plus loin?
Oui.
T'es prête?
Oui. Bah je le vois pas.
Solide. Juste cette petite zone blanche.
That's a good joke, right?
Oui. Mais il n'y a pas de fumée qui sort de notre cheminée.
Is it on or is it dead?
It's dead. So one other thing we really wanted to do while we were in Norway is do a sauna. So first, of course, jump in the cold fjord and then enjoy a sauna. And they have this sort of like jacuzzi Norwegian bath kind of thing. So we wanted to try that. And this place where we are, they have one on the fjord. So it's super nice. And we're going to try it now. Look, it's here. Nick, are you happy?
This is so good, yeah. And it's not super cold, but the water will be freezing.
Yeah, and Nick doesn't like cold
water. I don't like cold water.
I guess we go through here. How cute.
Oh, this is horrible. You guys know I hate this. Mathilde said you have to, and I said I hate to. Alright, come on, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh. It's so cold. I am not enjoying this. So much better.
It is hard to describe the magic of our days in the Lofoten. You know how some people say it's not the destination that matters but the journey? Well, after a month traveling through Norway, we had almost forgotten about our destination. The North Cape was now within arm's reach, but the journey had led us to dozens of places and encounters we never expected. As we embark on our final stretch of road to the northern edge of Europe, we are struck with yet another surprise. The unique island of Senja.
There are 2 elks over there. Look at that. Elk 1 and elk 2. They're so still.
We made it to Senja. It's an island, let's say 5 hours drive north of the Lofoten. When we arrived, it was full covered with snow. So we wondered if we would even be able to hike. But now we're kind of supposed to go all the way up there. And we're a bit concerned about the relevant, like the fact that we have the right shoes to actually do that. So we'll see. It's me or it's getting deeper?
Oh, it's getting deeper.
We decided that this one here was a bit too risky, or at least we didn't feel confident with our like little trail shoes with this snow ridge that we see here. But we picked another one that was not covered with snow and is within the same point of view on the beautiful coast over there. We arrived at the bivouac in Senja. There is a nice beach. It's not too far from the village, but I think we don't bother anyone where we are. And look at the beach in front. It's very quiet. Just earlier we were at the mountains over there. The beach are actually white sand, so it looks very nice. Also the water is so quiet. It's the ocean, right? It's just like full ocean, but there's absolutely no wave here. someone brave would have gone in the water, but I don't know if I feel like it.
Mathilde trying to get into the fjord in the seawater. I don't know how she does it. It's so cold.
Did a little dive in the fjord, and now Nick is preparing special tomato pasta. Simple but efficient.
Yeah, simple but quick.
But delicious. Welcome to Senja. Tiny bit steep for me. Look at this rock. It's huge. I think the other hike goes all the way up there. It looked super snowy. So we're going for a viewpoint over here.
With Senja behind us, we face a 2-day drive to the North Cape. Snowy plateaus, endless tunnels, every turn brings us closer to our goal.
The farther north we go, the more reindeer we encounter. At the beginning of the spring, they still wear their light-colored coats. We love seeing them and can't get enough. Good thing, because they are everywhere. But they are completely unpredictable. They love the salt on the roads and are responsible for many accidents in Norway.
What is it that I told you?
Nick said if I see a reindeer or a moose, I should drive straight and brake, but I don't turn the steering wheel because I'm the kind of people who turn the steering wheel for flying.
It's very funny because we didn't have so warm temperatures since we actually left. Now our thermometer says 15.5 outside and I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's maybe 9 p.m. and I mean it's still a bit cloudy, but there's absolutely no wind. And we didn't have that in so long. It's crazy, we're approaching North Cape and the temperature is so good. Ready for dinner, we have Nick, pasta, an episode of Eva Zubeck, and the sunset.
The farther north we get, the more barren the landscape becomes. We enter the Ice Kingdom. There are almost no places on Earth where it's possible to drive this far north. A few Greenland settlements and northern Canada. The communities living here are truly unique.
We're on our final stretches to North Cape. We have, I think, 4 kilometers left. And if you look in front, we can already start seeing the cliffs of the end of the Earth of the north of Norway. As you can see, no trees, tons of snow. It looks really rough. I think here there's tons of wind in the winter. And this road, exactly a week ago, 2 Swiss bikers told us that it was full of snow and that they couldn't go. And so they had to wait for a big truck to come and hopefully hitchhike with them. And when we came a week later, it's super clean. It looks like a lot of snow has disappeared already. And we're going to arrive in, I think, 2-3 minutes.
Let's not talk about you. Your cloudy song on a easy run.
So it's official. We made it to North Cape and Nick is the most north point of Europe.
North.
Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit.
But we tell them that it's this way.
It's hard to see when your eyes look
So guys, we need to tell you something. The most northern point is over there. But it was too difficult for the Norwegians to build the road over there. So they built it here. And everyone believes that it's here. We know.
So we know the point is over there, and it's a 5 hours hike to go there. And we're thinking about doing it. Way too much wind.
So much wind and there's snow.
And there's a lot of snow, so I don't know.
We'll check, but we don't think so.
that mood. Sort of witty and jaded, but let's not.
Norway from south to north. We made it. To this day, we still consider Norway the first great adventure of this world tour. Many more have followed since. 3.5 years and 35 countries later. North America, Central America, South America, Australia, Southeast Asia, and more to come. Follow our journey around this beautiful planet by subscribing to this channel. The world tour keeps going.
Are you hungry?
Nope. There's so many, they're really nice. Actually, they're not nice, and they smell bad. It's unique, interesting, that's what I meant by nice.
It looks like an army of fish zombie.
Oh yeah, there, that's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
But it's really horrifying.
And it smells.
My friends say